I like whenever Jacob turns on these colored lights in here. Because it just makes it feel special. They don't do it.
Because we're just recording.
Kevin's like,
we're just recording audio.
Wow.
They're behind my head. I can't. I was like, where? Are you making a joke?
Can you see the
just,
color?
Me and Bill are we're just lit with halos. I am slightly colorblind. We talked about that.
We did.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand what it's like to just not see.
No, that's not what it's like. I can see the colors. I just sometimes have a difficult time differentiating. Like, this is very much a blue. That's red. It looks like y'all are on opposing teams of Double Dare is what it is.
Yeah. What's Double Dare?
So I can tell colors. What's Double Dare?
Double Dare?
Yeah. Do you know what Double Dare is?
Double Dare. I mean, I've double dared people to do
It was
things,
like the
but-
kids' version of Family Feud in the 90s, but they would like have to like walk through slime if they lost.
Oh.
It was on
Like-
Nickelodeon.
It was on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Like the
I didn't watch
Aztec
Nickelodeon
Temple
as a
thing.
kid.
What?
Yeah, we weren't rich.
Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Rich?
No, it was on
Cartoon
basic
Network is
cable.
for rich people. Nickelodeon.
I
is for
didn't
great-
have cable. I had 3 channels growing up, Kevin. 3.
Elliot got
13, 20, and 21.
Well, so did I most of the time, but then like there was, I don't know.
Elliot got Saturday morning cartoons
I did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on the WB.
I watched Dragon Ball Z every morning at 6 a.m. and they only played one season over and over and over, and it always stopped right before a big fight.
Wow.
And I was like, this is so annoying.
I never
So we
watched
started buying the VHS. We had the entire saga on VHS. And all of the tapes.
I
made
just
a
always
pi-
thought it was
all
Dragon
of, all of the
Balls.
different series like made a different picture when you got all the tapes. It was really cool.
Oh, that's fancy. I was never a Dragon Ball person.
I never knew it was Dragon Ball Z. I thought it was just like
Well, there
Dragon
were
Balls.
multiple.
Dragon Balls
It's
spelled
Dragon-
weird with a Z at the end.
It's Dragon Ball,
Oh, Dragon.
and then Dragon Ball Z,
Okay.
and then there's a Dragon Ball GT, which no one claims.
Oh,
No one
I
claims
don't know anything
GT.
about
we don't
it.
like that one.
We don't like GT.
It's an anime. Bill's like,
no
well,
idea. What
Bill's like, why did you invite me to
like watching cartoons.
Let me tell you something.
Television series.
After I was married, right? I'm living in this house, and one morning I get up, and there's a work crew out in front of the house, and they're digging and tunneling under my driveway. And I said, "What are you guys doing?"
You didn't request this digging?
No. They said, "We're installing cable." Oh. And I said, "What's cable?" And they said, "You're going to get hundreds of TV stations, but you're going to have to pay the subscription." And I was like, nobody's ever going to pay to watch TV. Because I got the same 3 stations that Elliot got.
It's true. I didn't know any better.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
You know what? The other big miss I made in life was Starbucks. I said, nobody is ever going to pay $5 for a cup of coffee. I was so wrong.
I remember comedians.
And that's the low end now.
It was I can't remember who it was, but the comedian had this rant against like bottled water because it's like, who's gonna? It comes out of the faucet. Who's gonna
much as
pay
you
for?
want.
Yeah. Who's gonna pay?
Little did you know
did
we
we
drink
know.
a credit card's worth of plastic every week.
A credit card's worth of.
If you drink,
Did you just make
tap
that statistic up? Is that
No, in tap water, on average, the
you drink
the
a
average
whole
American
a
drinks
week?
every week.
Does
That's
it have
not
a
true.
magnetic
worth.
strip on it?
That's not true.
Done?
A credit card's
I've
worth
been drinking
of
tap water my whole
microplastics.
life.
There's no
I still drink tap water.
way.
So you've accumulated several credit cards.
No,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
I would be riddled
There's
with
nothing
cancer.
on 'em.
Yeah,
There's no money in
Oh,
it.
does that mean my something's
not
gonna
worth
happen?
more,
my,
Kevin.
my credit's gonna improve. Or
Yeah, that is what it means.
got a 5,000 credit score.
I don't understand TV. I don't understand TV, like going back and switching channels, and I don't understand why anybody still has it. Why would I not want just TV on demand all the time? Always?
Streaming stuff.
So I think with people, it's what you're used to. It's whatever technology you're used to. I think you think is the best one.
So it depends on depends on what you grew up
People
with.
were used to horse and buggies, but they started using cars.
Yeah, but there was people who were like, I'm never gonna be in a car probably. Horse and buggy's good enough for me.
That is true.
Because like I've had this conversation with older people in my family. Like, I'll explain to them this is how you use Netflix, and I'll sign them into everything and Amazon, and you can watch all of this stuff that you watch every day with no commercials over and over and over again. And now every time I go in, it's still We're just watching Spectrum.
So do you naturally believe when you watch a movie that you're going to watch it again?
I do.
Yeah, I do. I will watch most of my movies I've watched multiple times.
Yeah.
No, so I see. Here's my answer to that question. I do believe that I will. Most of the time, I don't.
You don't? But you seem to have them all memorized anyways.
When I go to purchase a movie, like if it's not on any of my streaming services, and I have to like go like rent it or buy it or whatever, if I think I'll watch it again, I'll buy it.
Yeah, but I think that all the
don't
time, and I have like like a whole library of movies that I've watched.
That is true. There
Maybe
are a lot.
maybe once.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I do have like 3 movies in my library that I haven't watched at all, and I bought them. So
Yeah.
I only have one.
yeah.
I usually don't buy it if I haven't seen it. If I haven't seen it at all. I don't.
Oh, the Tolkien movie? Oh, I was intrigued by that.
I never watched it. It's sitting there.
I heard it was
I have
good.
it. I've heard it was good. I just never watched it.
It seemed good, but I'm not a big fan of Guy.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
No, I like that guy. The guy who plays him.
Nicholas Holt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holt.
Is this like a is this like a personal thing, or I mean,
He's like
you wrong
it's like
you in
his-
some way?
Yeah, we're like in the '80s high school movie, and he's you're like, Holt. He stole my number one girl.
Yeah. I don't know why I don't like him.
Yeah, you don't have any reasons. I was waiting for reasons, and you're like,
I just don't like any of his performances. He's
Yeah,
not good in. He's not good in X-Men's.
X-Men. yeah.
X-Men. Yeah.
He's not good in whatever zombie movie that was.
Even I know that.
It was Warm Bodies was the zombie movie.
Yes.
Oh, that
So,
was an
like,
interesting take on the whole zombie thing.
Yeah, whatever.
It was weird.
It was like, let's make it that it was marketed for people, for girls to be like, oh, that's a zombie movie I could watch. Let's go watch that. And then guys had to sit through it. That's what happened.
Yeah. True. Very true.
So it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
What else is he in? He's in the Jack and the Beanstalk movie.
Oh yeah.
Jack the Giant Slayer.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, there's other stuff. He's around. He's around more than
He's
should
in.
be.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. Bill, do you use any streaming services?
We have Roku.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's
So like
it.
you log in with like Netflix or Hulu, and that's fancy.
I mean, we literally don't watch TV.
Oh.
We did watch
Then what do
The
you-
Chosen last night.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched any of season 2 yet. Which episode are they on? Huh? Which episode are they on? How many of?
Well, I don't know. We just watched episode 1.
Oh, okay.
The very first episode of
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I really have been wanting to watch it. I just haven't made the time yet. But it looks good. It looks really well produced.
really
You
was.
haven't seen the first season?
I haven't seen any of it.
It's very, very well done.
Yeah, that's what I keep on hearing by people that I trust. So I do want to watch it. What do you think of it?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it has some.
It takes some liberties.
There you go. Right. Which that's okay. You know, it's not heretical. It's just
There's filling in gaps. They're
there's a
making
lot of
it
white
a
space
narrative.
when you read the
yeah,
Bible,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I really enjoyed 40 Days in the Desert. Did you ever see that?
No.
That got pretty close to some. It took some pretty strong liberties, but
You'd have to, right?
Yeah.
If you were out there for 40 days in the desert, what are you going to say?
So you got like a paragraph about it. You can't make a movie about it.
no, it's a whole movie. It's a movie with Ewan McGregor and is Jesus
Yeah, Ewan McGregor and
and
Ewan
Ready
McGregor.
Player One kid. What is Ready Player One kid?
Day 40 is pretty exciting, but I don't know about the rest
They
of it.
did interesting stuff. I really enjoyed it.
That's not the one where Ewan McGregor's talking to himself?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what's interesting is like the devil, whenever he appears to Jesus, appears as Jesus, and so it says interesting stuff about the devil. So I liked it. I thought it was interesting. It was beautifully shot. So I appreciated it.
You keep doing that. That's you. That is you, Blaine. You, the host of the show.
I
Making
Or
statements and then saying nothing.
yeah, I just bought some cards. some
Dino cards.
conversation cards. No, they're not
Conversation cards.
Yeah, they look really great.
Is it because you keep?
I made up questions. I've read off questions last time I was here.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we going to talk about? Well, let me get the cards out.
I should.
How was
They
your
were
day?
really good. They were really good. I really want.
Where are they?
I don't have them. They're
It's
not
like
here
George
yet.
Costanza. George Costanza would write out what he possible responses to.
Oh my gosh.
I do know people that do that. Does anybody do that?
Say that again.
Like if you're gonna go like first date, interview, something like you need. I don't do it, but if there's something like you need to have like conversational, do you plan that out? I know people that do. I don't.
I've never heard of
for
this.
43 years.
No,
I
but
think like
anything, any social. It could be like you're getting a loan or something. I don't know, but like you're.
I don't necessarily like plan out conversation topics, but it is nice. I don't necessarily plan like the way that the conversation is going to go, but it is nice to have specific like conversation instigators, like fire starters.
Fire starters, yeah, for something like this. But do you do that in normal conversation? You're like, I should remember this to talk about later.
Not really.
Yeah.
I usually see something that makes me want to talk to a specific person about that thing, and so then I go and do that.
So yeah, so you log that away, but you're not like saving it. Like, okay, I need to be good at conversation, so but I do know.
I need to be more proactive. What can I say?
It's usually people that don't really like talking to people. It doesn't come naturally.
These cards are called reflex cards.
Okay.
And one of them, I liked the questions on them because they're very fire startery. And since nobody wants to send us fire starters,
Tomas
I like starting
Tomas
fires.
sends us fire starters. Don't say nobody. Tomas is faithful.
Tomas does like to send us fire
Way to go,
starters.
Tomas. Shout out to Tomas right here.
Thanks, buddy.
Done.
So like this is one of the cards.
Okay.
In your opinion,
Oh, you're asking us a question? Mm-hmm. Okay.
what fast food chain has the best French fries and why? What a great question.
Great question.
Yeah. The answer is obviously Jack in the Box.
What?
Curly fries.
No.
No.
Jack in the Box's curly fries are the best fries that you can get.
I mean, they're
From any
lies.
fast food chain.
All right. I
Lies.
thought you were talking about Jack in the Box's regular fries. They're
No,
like-
those are
like
not
They-
the
so
best.
just
here's
like
the
a
thing: is you got
brick
to
of
you got to compare
potato.
apples to apples. You can't. That's
Okay.
like that's
Cheddar's
two different.
fine.
That's two different French fries. And I would even put waffle fries
Cheddar's.
No,
in a
Cheddar's
different.
is not fast food.
Checkers. That's what I meant.
Checkers, okay.
And I would even put waffle fries in a different
I'm going with a classic.
Why?
category.
Waffle fries are fries. They're just different shaped.
Yeah, so obviously it's waffle fries.
Do you like?
No.
They taste different to you?
I don't know. I just feel like it's a different. Like it's there to me.
It's a
A
different
waffle fry
experience.
is. It's more of a dipping fry. Like they're great,
Yeah,
like
that's
little
why.
scoops.
Like a Lay's scoop.
Another
Yeah.
check in their box because they're the best ones.
They have
They're
more
great for
surface
scooping.
area to cover
But
the
it's
gap.
fr-
And
is-
sometimes there's just like the butt of the potato is the fry. And it
Oh
is a
yes,
scoop.
absolutely, absolutely. Now Dalton,
It's just a giant spoon.
Dalton does not like them.
Let us pray and
Oh my
thank the
gosh.
Lord for them right now.
If he ever has any where it's just the but I was like, can I have that? Yep. He just like hands them to me because he
No.
will not
Oh,
eat them. He
man.
hates them.
That's crazy.
He also likes them extra crispy, but that's just Dalton.
So yes, if waffle fries count, and I think they should, I would say waffle fries. I would say Chick-fil-A's waffle fries.
Because also,
I mean, I'm just saying I would put them in a different category. Like I wouldn't put them in the category of a regular straight French fry.
Okay. What about wedge fries?
Yeah.
that's
So
See,
That's a
you're-
steak fry.
you're-
so
you're-
curly
you're
fries. So
bifurcating the
I don't know.
spectrum too much.
well,
I
it's not
am.
even bifurcating because that's just you're like quadricating or whatever.
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh.
Because now you have like
Here's the thing.
curly fries go over here, whatever
Yeah.
shape they're in.
Here's the thing.
Up
Is okay? Listen. For
not trying
me,
to.
for me though,
We can't make an
for,
entire
for
phylogeny
me,
of
I love potatoes. So if you make a potato in any form or fashion that I don't like, you really messed it up.
Are you saying waffle fries is that thing that you don't like?
No.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
I'm just saying it's a different, like, if you're going to say what's the best French fry, period, I'm saying I can't give you
Oh, it's like,
Like,
trying to tell a movie buff pick your favorite movie.
yeah. Like, there's so many different genres of movies. It's like, I have no idea. I had to pick a movie and just say, I'm going to say this is what it is just because people
know
are
what?
forcing me to answer the question.
You know what I started doing though? Is like my one right now. I would say right now.
Yeah.
This so apply that to your potato philosophy
It's
right
not
now.
even- it's not even
If you're gonna
favorite
go
French
get if you're gonna get a fry right now, what Just
Which
what
fast
was-
food chain?
Just French fries?
just right now, French fry. And don't
What
put categories
psychopath-
on it.
What psychopath would drive through a fast food restaurant and just get French fries?
I've done that.
Just French fries?
done
Yeah.
And you're admitting it?
So here's the thing. So
But you need like
sometimes
4 orders of French fries.
No. I would just get French fries.
just think of French fries. So
that's
I'll go
crazy.
through.
Well-
like I've gone through Dairy Queen and gotten like a Blizzard with some French fries and gravy, and I'll eat the French fries and gravy as my
Fries and
meal.
Gravy.
so
Gravy.
so
Oh yeah,
here's
like white gravy with my French fries. Oh,
Dairy
fantastic!
Queen. Dairy Queen. Yeah,
Heck yeah,
I agree.
they're great.
I agree.
And then I would have my Blizzard for dessert. There
So-
you go, nice little meal.
Fat guy
Fantastic.
confessions right now. The reason I have gone through and just gotten French fries is usually because not that long ago I've eaten an entire meal and want anything else. Just want some
Leaving
fries.
the restaurant.
I've never gone just somewhere and be like, "Ooh, I just want some fries."
Yeah.
It's because I ate
I see.
what should have been a fulfilling meal
And then
and
wanted
then
something
wanted
else.
more food sometime not too long after that. So I just go get.
On the way home from the restaurant, you stop buying us some fries.
I have to say the French fries at Chicken Express are actually I think pretty good.
Chicken Express isn't bad. If I was going to pick something, if we're going to cut out all of the weird shaped ones, I'm McDonald's. McDonald's
Nah.
fries.
See,
McDonald's has
actually,
good
for me,
fries.
McDonald's fries is great.
McDonald's is actually lowest.
McDonald's fries probably because of the low quality process in which they cook them. That it ranged the spectrum. Like in a McDonald's fry box, you have the
Long
whole fry
fries,
community.
short fries,
Yeah, you have the whole fry community
Big fries,
represented.
small fries.
Crunchy fries, the burnt fries, the soggy fries that kind of hang over the.
No, you get the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
Everything.
So
You get the little,
McDonald's
you get the
like-
little
it's like
fries
crumbs.
so much, though.
You get
that's
the
another
big,
reason
long,
why they're
ginormous
amazing.
French fries.
it's because they're saltier than the
Sometimes
ocean
you get to the
itself.
bottom of the box
see,
of
I
fries,
don't
though,
like
and it's
salty.
like, yeah, it's like you're just eating salt.
Yeah.
Like at some point, I just have to say, can you give me something with no salt whatsoever?
Oh no.
Oh,
never
well,
done
that's
that.
crazy. Let's not.
I've asked McDonald's.
Let's not go too far.
But there's just a long time. I haven't voluntarily gone to McDonald's in years, but
Amen to that.
I think Bill is on the outskirts here.
in my heaviest days, I asked McDonald's for extra salt.
Oh my
Never,
God.
never.
Yeah.
Wow.
And my arteries were
That's-
screaming at me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a heavy salt person. I don't like a lot of
I
salt.
like the taste of salt, but at a certain point, it becomes like inedible. Like it's too salty.
No, such
It's like
thing.
swimming at the beach.
Now,
You know what I've done before?
I do think things are too salty now. There was a time when I was like, bring on the salt.
Back whenever your body.
There was a time I would go.
Yeah, no, but it's like,
You've abused it for so
I
long.
literally have Rolaids in my driver's side door constantly.
Zantac in my center console.
Yeah.
I've gone to Walmart and gotten the steak fries, the potato wedges with a jar of queso and had that as a meal.
You dip your
yeah.
fries in the most fascinating.
Do you
my
cook them in
gosh.
oil?
Huh?
Do you cook them in oil? or do
No,
you
they're
bake
already cooked. Like I go by the hot
Oh,
deli.
the hot table.
The
yeah.
hot
yeah,
deli
yeah.
and just get a pound of potato wedges with a jar of queso and that's
I'll
my-
eat potato
that's my
wedges
deal.
with like ranch.
I was gonna say I'm all for clogging my arteries, but I'm not gonna do it with fried potatoes. I'm gonna do it with ice cream.
Oh, I love.
that's
all right,
good.
all right. Have you done the frosty from Wendy's and dipped your French fries in it?
Yes.
I have not done that, but I have heard that it's fantastic.
I've heard that. I've never done it either, but I've
Never
heard it's
done it?
fantastic. Mm-mm. It's the same thing as
Glorious.
dipping it in a shake.
Yeah.
Well,
I've done it. Wendy's Frosties are amazing.
They are.
Fast food ice cream. Let's do that. Fast
fast food
cream.
ice cream, Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Dairy Queen,
Of course, that's the answer.
the blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
So my brother turned me on to this thing where he gets a Blizzard with Butterfinger and Reese's in it, and it is fantastic.
Okay, you can special
sounds
order
great.
your Blizzard?
Yes.
Yeah. I get Reese's and cookie dough.
This is a whole
You
new
open
world.
up a whole new
Reese, your favorite Blizzard combination.
You're telling me that menu is instead of, I'm sorry, sir. You ordered an M&M Blizzard and that's what you received.
Yeah, no,
You can even order extra.
I've
Sometimes
Yeah.
you can order extra, and sometimes you can say make it crunchy or something, and they put like a granola something or other that makes it
Gosh.
crunchy.
Oh.
I've never
whoa.
even considered special ordering at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
That's what
It's like a secret menu kind of thing.
They just have ice cream in there, and then they throw it all in. So why can't they? Throw in
I'm realizing that. Yes, I know that. But I didn't think
You
it was
do
like
the granola to make it healthy? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
you just want the texture.
Get the fiber.
If there was
crunch.
something unhealthy that had that texture, I put that in. But I haven't found it yet.
I don't know if it's it's not granola. It's
Put
something.
some fiberglass in there.
It's something in there.
I just want
Just
this.
shatter that spoon and just mix it up in there. With
Goodness.
That's weird.
That sounds.
By the
dangerous.
way, fast food ice cream. The ice cream machine at McDonald's is not broken.
It's not.
They just don't want to
This
make
is
you
not
ice
true.
cream.
This
It
is
is
not
true.
No, it's not.
I asked a McDonald's employee recently. They're like, "Yeah, it's never broken."
No. So there's I watched an interesting TikTok the other day.
Oh, TikTok. Now we're gonna get the truth. Okay, go ahead. I didn't realize we had a respected news source.
That was looking at it was like from McDonald's employees, and they were saying that the company Taylor is the company
Yeah.
that manufactures the ice cream machines for McDonald's, and McDonald's signed themselves into like a 30-year contract or something, and so they have to use those ice cream machines.
Right.
And Taylor specifically designed the ice cream machine to the error messages to be confusing. So every day the ice cream machine self-cleans itself, and if it encounters like a bacterial problem or something, it gives you an error message, and it's super hard to figure out what the error message means. So the McDonald's people have to call and get Taylor Mechanics to come and fix the Taylor ice cream machine. But Taylor Mechanics costs like a ridiculous amount of money. Taylor, the company, gets 25% of their profit just from repairs that they make to ice cream machines.
Have you ever known someone or worked in a fast food environment or been around it for very long?
Yes.
What do you think is more feasible?
No, hold on. Okay.
That it's so complicated to fix the
I
ice
want to
cream
know,
machine.
were you researching the stock, or are you just bored, or
No,
have too much time? Or?
I've been at
Scroll on
KFC
TikTok.
before, and
This was
they
an
told
interesting
me
TikTok.
we're out of chicken.
Yeah.
They're not out of chicken at
I've been at
KFC.
Popeyes
They
and
just
they told
don't
me
want to
they're out
drop
of
it in the fryer because there's 30 minutes left in their workday and they get to go home. That's why they're telling you the ice cream machine is
I
broke.
agree that is the circumstance sometimes. But for a company to make 25% of its profits from repairs, there's obviously something wrong with the way that they manufacture their.
So you
machine.
think,
I'll
tell you
you think
something
poor McDonald's is just getting taken advantage of by these Taylor ice cream machine
Poor
magnates?
McDonald's.
I think
Oh,
that
my
the
goodness.
managers who don't care at McDonald's see the error message and they're like, I don't know how to fix this. We'll call a repair guy. And then the people up the chain are like, no, you can't get a repair guy because it's too expensive. Just tell people your ice cream machine is broken.
No, I don't
I'm
think
with
That's
Kevin.
not how
Yeah,
that works.
I'm with Kevin.
I don't.
That's like,
that's
that's
not
like
how that works.
believing
Yeah,
that the
no.
bathroom at the gas
Well,
station is
excuse
actually out of
me.
order.
They just don't.
or
They just don't want to clean it.
Yeah, or that the sign that says it's cleaned every hour. Yeah. And you go in there, it looks
That's
like
3
a murder
years
scene. Cleaned every hour. What happened in the last hour? Did you?
Excuse me for not wanting to think the worst of people.
I'm not thinking the worst of people. I just
People are lazy.
We'll just call it naive.
I just don't. This sounds like a lot of excuses to me. That's easily solvable. Oh well.
Yeah, I
Surely someone.
And was this TikTok made by
says,
McDonald's employees, perchance?
uh,
They don't have a dog in
they
the
have
fight, I guess.
facts and illustrations and graphs.
I'm sure it's very
Kevin.
difficult.
It means it has to be true.
To make sure that your job gets done well. Doesn't excuse you from doing it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying
So we've
is
decided.
the number of. I wish I was tracking this from my youth. The number of times that I've actually ordered ice cream at a McDonald's and the times that
yeah.
I've been able to receive it.
Yes.
You really wish you tracked that.
Yeah.
Really?
Now that you say it that way, I don't. But just for this conversation, for posterity's sake, for this conversation, I would like to know because the ratio would be very high.
Yes. It's
See,
definitely.
I'm actually the opposite. It's been a rare occasion that in fact, I can't remember a time where I've said, I want such and such kind of ice cream. Oh, it's out. Where it's broken.
No.
I see. I'm having trouble. I'm
I've been
having
told-
trouble remembering a time that I've gotten
Yeah,
ice cream.
I've been told
at
that it's
McDonald's.
broken more often than I've gotten ice cream.
Like the last few times I've gotten some shakes from a McDonald's and
Of course, Kevin's
No
going for
problems whatsoever.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Not asking for the
There was
ice
a time in
cream.
my life
They're
where,
like, no, it's
like
broken.
anytime McDonald's like knows you, you probably need to reevaluate
that's
your
happened
life
to me. That's happened to me
choices.
with 2 restaurants. Neither one of them fast food restaurants. So
Domino's.
This is a long time ago, but yes.
Domino's knows me so much so that I got a mat that says on my front door, if you don't have pizza, go away or something like that. I can't remember what it says. It's a joke about pizza. And Domino's.
I don't really care. I don't read it when I'm getting my pizza.
Yeah. And the Domino's guy was like, haha, that's a funny Matt.
Blaine, you're on a first name basis.
It was weird.
That's funny.
Did we decide on French fries? Who has the best French fries?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
No, it's. If
Did you say
we can't be
yours?
curly fries, then it's Checkers.
No, Checkers is like those little straw fries, right?
No, Checkers is like curly fries but straight.
What?
Checkers is like Jack in the Box's curly fries, but they're straight.
They're not
So
seasoned.
why don't you just say fries? Why do you have to make that
Do
qualification?
you know what Jack in the
Because
Box's
they're not the
curly fries are
seasoned. They're
like?
not the seasoned curly fries like
Yeah,
you get at
they're
Arby's.
the dark orange ones.
Oh, you're just talking about the color.
Well, but they're seasoned. They're the
Sure.
curly
I don't know what they do to
curly
them,
fries are
but they're like
seasoned
cocaine.
your typical curly fry is seasoned different than a regular
Yes,
French fry.
yes. See, Elliot knows what I'm talking
I
about.
know what you're talking about. That's why it's a whole different thing.
It's not a whole different thing.
New
but-
way.
It is.
What about Popeye's fries? What about Cajun fries from Popeyes?
Popeyes fries
Popeye
are,
fries.
Okay, so see,
Popeye
are
fries
similar to
Popeye.
Checkers.
so Popeye's fries are very similar to Chicken Express fries. To me.
I don't know if I've ever gotten. There's so many other
yeah.
side options at Chicken Express. I don't ever want to waste one on
But
fries.
I like hush puppies and French fries, so those are the two that I get.
corn nuggets.
I got a corn nugget with my French fries the other day, and it was tasty.
They put them all in the same
Singular.
fryer, buddy.
Singular
Yes, they
coordinate.
do.
We were trying to decide who had the best fried chicken. On the stream, was that when we were talking about that?
Fried
Was
chicken.
I there for that?
I don't remember. But
I mean, it's Popeyes. I would say Popeyes.
no, I think the consensus was, I can't remember what it was.
Fast food or anywhere?
People kept on saying that Chick-fil-A was fried chicken, which is not true.
No, we're talking about on the bone fried chicken.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, that's what I say when I'm
Are
talking
you
about.
talking about
Cans
like
doesn't
chicken
count?
strips?
I wouldn't count see that
Well,
I'm making an Elliot type
you
distinction.
are.
Yeah.
That's a different category for me.
Well, Cane's chicken is fried chicken, but it's inedible if you don't have the sauce.
Right.
exactly.
So you can't count it.
So
it's
I have
chicken
to
that is
say-
fried, but when I'm talking about like
You have to count
I'm
the chicken
talking
on
like
its own merit.
I'm talking like a bucket of chicken that's got wings and drumsticks.
I would have to say, for me personally, I love KFC. If that's the distinction you're making, I have to
KFC is
go,
great.
because I love their seasoning that they put on their chicken because it's even better the next morning and you chop it up and put it in an omelet. It's fantastic.
If we could come up with a way to describe it, finger looking good.
Finger licking good. See what you
But I
did.
see. I like Popeyes.
I'm a big
I
fan
like
of
Popeyes
Popeyes.
better than.
I still haven't had McDonald's chicken sandwich. I'm curious. Because everybody has a chicken sandwich now.
Yeah,
You saw
chicken
Burger
sandwich
King has a
Okay,
chicken sandwich.
okay. McDonald's
Yeah.
had a chicken sandwich for a long time.
No, this
Yeah,
is
they made a
this
new
is
chicken
new-
sandwich to like enter into like
Yeah.
you heard about the
Into the
Popeyes
race.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A
had one, and then
Because they
Popeyes
had
Wendy's
a,
has
they
one
even
now,
had a
too.
spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, Popeyes chicken sandwich rivals.
So
Chick-fil-A's
my
chicken
dad,
sandwich.
my dad used to work. My dad worked for McDonald's for a long time, and at the end of the night, he would bring home bags of like patties and stuff that they had left over because they can't reuse them the next day. And so he would bring home like we would have patties like bags full of the chicken patties and stuff that we could warm up and make our own
Wow,
chicken sandwiches.
that's fancy. I want.
It was
fast food at home.
fantastic.
What would your dad say about the?
The ice cream,
Ice cream
machine.
machine.
Did he say that Taylor was a terrible company that manufactures subpar products?
No. he
Or did
would-
he just have employees?
Knowing my dad though, if it broke, he would probably just fix it himself.
he would never say that.
He was that guy. He was that guy.
Yeah.
He was. If it was broke, he was gonna find a way to fix it, and he would get whoever needed what. He was a servant. That's just
Yeah.
my dad. He if it was broke, he wasn't gonna wait on somebody else. he was
You know,
he was just gonna take care of it.
When COVID lockdowns hit, I read that 30% of all meals are eaten out, and I didn't believe it until now. Sitting with you three,
Yeah,
quite honestly,
Hey, I'm talking in the past.
there are
30%
places.
sounds low to me.
There are places that you've mentioned in this that I have never, ever in my life been to. No, and I'm not joking.
That can't be true.
No, it absolutely is true. I've had Popeye's chicken at a kid's birthday party one time. That's the only time Checkers I've never been to.
I haven't been to a Checkers, and I can't
never
tell you the
been
last
to
time I've been to a Checkers.
Why don't
I think
go-
I do remember. It was on the way home. I stopped on the one on 105 that was part of that new gas station where I could turn off to go to Anahuac.
Oh.
Jack in the Box, I've never been to.
What is it?
I've
Bill,
never been
broaden your horizons.
No, Blaine.
not.
We should be cooking more.
What do
is
you
what
eat?
He cooks his own food. Like a human being.
What does it even mean? How do you know how to do that?
How do you eat?
Fire?
Do you have like a 3-prong thing and a cast iron stove?
You know what Debbie and I have gotten into recently is Blue Apron.
Yeah.
Blue Apron?
And we do it together.
I thought that was a
And
dog
it's-
food.
Huh?
No,
No.
that's Blue Label or whatever. No, Blue Apron is like a
Like they send all the ingredients for the meal and you
Blue
cook it
Apron's like
yourself.
HelloFresh.
Like HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know them because I get them on YouTube ads. I don't
But
know why
you've never gotten them?
I don't know why they think
Do you
I-
cook at home at all, Blaine?
We don't have to talk about.
Okay, let me rephrase the question.
Bill said 30%.
Do you know
You said 30%.
Since I'm
We
zero,
kept,
he's
we
60,
kept going,
right?
but Blaine was like, that seems low to me. 30%. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like I even brought food over to Alicia's the other day to cook instead of stopping somewhere to get food on the way because I was like, I have food at home.
Do you know what
I'm
a
not
grocery
gonna.
store is?
I've been in one a couple of times.
Yeah.
But usually I just get
The good
deliver
stuff's
it to
around
me.
the outside.
that's where I buy my gift cards to Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
What is your favorite? Let me ask this question.
No, we don't want
What,
to.
no, no,
we
no,
don't
no,
want
no,
to start
no.
this.
What is
conversation.
your favorite home? Not that you cooked it,
Okay.
but what is your favorite home cooked meal?
You can say that right now.
He's trying to think of one.
When was the last time you had it?
Yeah.
If your mother's listening to this, she's screaming at you.
Gerber's carrots.
My mom does make a mean tater tot casserole,
Tater tot casserole. Ooh. That sounds
but that's the first thing I think of whenever
Is
I
it
think
cheesy?
of like a
Okay.
home cooked meal.
cheesy.
It has cheese in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sold.
We'll take it.
But I think the last time I had that was like Thanksgiving.
Mine is steak with mashed potatoes and broccoli and corn with the dinner roll, sweet tea, with peach cobbler and vanilla ice cream for dessert.
Oh, very nice.
That you cook yourself?
I can cook
So
that myself.
specific. Wow.
There's two categories then. That I cook myself, I do the steamed veggies and chicken, Cajun chicken. A bunch
Why
of
did you
tons.
guys all of a sudden get healthy here?
Well, I see. I've done.
What is a steamed vegetable?
See,
Too much work, Bill. It's too much work.
I've done both in the past 3 or 4 years. I've both lost and gained a bunch of weight. So
Amen.
I think I can speak to both of them. But not cooked to myself. It's certainly my grandmother's potato salad, which is very. It's ingredients wise, it's not that much, but the way that they're put together, it's not a mustard based, it's a mayonnaise based.
That's great, but that's just a side.
That's just
Do
a
you
side
make potato
with
salad with mustard?
What?
Some do.
Yeah,
Some people
so
do.
there's a
What?
mustard base and a mayonnaise base.
But this is
I'm a
actually
mustard
mayonnaise.
base.
This is Miracle Whip based. It's not.
Is it yellow?
Yes,
Yeah. Anytime you go to a barbecue place, it's usually mustard because
except for the place over by I-10.
I've
That
never
was
been there.
that was yes.
Oh,
we
I
went there. It was
guess.
you and I
I've
that went
seen
there.
yellow potato
Where?
salad.
It's some place over by I-10. It's behind a mattress place.
Are you talking about Tony's?
Maybe.
That
Tony's
narrows
is
it
mustard.
down.
Maybe it's not Tony's then. It was someplace. You and I went. It was a barbecue joint.
That's Tony's.
And I was like, I don't
think
like
it's
this.
Tony's.
This is disgusting.
The giant A-frame?
no.
No, it's the one on Calder.
Yeah, the giant A-frame.
No.
It's a big pointy
The
triangular
one
building.
that we're speaking of, Blaine, is not a giant triangular building.
The giant frame? No. No, it's pointy. Look like no.
It's by Olive Garden. The one by Olive Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big pointy building.
Okay.
It's a big triangle.
He says,
Okay.
is it like a laying down triangle? Is the building in the
It's
square?
like an A-frame cabin.
Okay.
I'm
say
going to go
so.
take a picture of it and post
Sure,
it
yeah.
By all
in the
means.
thumbnail of this episode.
Done. Do it. Anyways,
I'm not
we were
gonna do that. Don't
we were
worry.
saying what was the rest of your meal? It was potato salad and what went with
So
the
eat
potato salad?
what?
What?
Either chicken and dumplings, also made by my grandmother,
Fantastic.
or
Were the dumplings in
Potato
it?
salad
Were the
and
dumplings?
chicken and dumplings together?
It's like gumbo and potato salad. So were the dumplings in a shape or were they just like a dumpling?
so she's taught me how to do it, and I can't do it as well. My dumplings are like flat, but hers are like she drops them in, and it's very
Like a ball.
Oh, it turns into a ball.
yeah. So it's made. It's like homemade. It's not like we're unrolling like crescent rolls and putting them in there. That's what some people call dumplings. She's making them herself.
Like the dough and everything?
Yeah, dough and everything.
Ooh. Fantastic.
Wow.
What was the other thing? It was either dumplings or...
Chicken and dumplings, or she does this like chop steak thing that's really good.
What about you, Bill?
That's the only steak I like. Like,
Oh, yeah, because you're not a steak
I'm
guy.
not a steak person.
Interesting.
Joey's not a steak guy either.
I like steak. I don't like steak enough to cook it myself.
Oh, I love steak.
I'll go
Steak is
get
fantastic.
steak
I'll
from
eat a
somewhere.
steak just by itself, if it's cooked right.
I like steak.
So, I grew up in Massachusetts, right? So, went to school in South Carolina and then ended up in Texas. And when we moved here, you know how church people are good. They come and bring you meals and stuff. Well, this girl brought this pot of gumbo. And I didn't know what gumbo was.
Oh yeah, I forget that if you don't live specifically here, all the Cajun stuff nobody else knows about.
I was like, oh my God. God lives
You've made it to heaven.
This is like,
God lives here.
It brought it to you.
Manna from heaven. I found you.
it was good. So I love that kind of stuff. I like a variety of things. I love pulled pork barbecue. I'm an Italian guy too. I love
I love pasta.
spaghetti and hot sausage, and
I love pasta.
Yeah.
Pasta's fantastic.
but you can keep the French fries.
So here's, I mean, like, back to the gumbo thing. Like, you get past Winnie. I'm just from Baytown, and I never even really had gumbo until I moved to Beaumont.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, I didn't know it was a thing until...
Gumbo, boudin.
And the funny thing is now I had boudin. My dad loved boudin. We ate boudin all the time, but I never had
Baytown,
gumbo.
I would still say is
Jambalaya.
gumbo country. Maybe you just didn't.
Nobody I knew ate it. It wasn't a thing in my circles. It was a weird thing.
But I went to. It's not even that far. I went to a seminary in Waco, and nobody knew about boudin. We got to Mardi Gras time, and nobody knew about king cakes. So it's like, okay, grocery store's about to start having king cakes and stuff. But there was a guy in one of my classes that was from New Orleans, and
How
he
do
had
they
been there
get
a year.
babies in their cake?
They don't do that anymore because people choked.
Yeah. That's their own fault, though. You can put a baby in a cake without making it that dang
You're
small.
supposed to chew.
Have you ever? Okay.
Yeah, chewing your very true.
Have you?
That baby's pretty big for you to like choke.
No.
on.
The one time I saw a baby that was tiny, and not only was it tiny, it was like green. It was like the same color green as like the frosting on the cake. I really like the people who made the cake were like trying to kill somebody.
Maybe it was intended for you, but
I don't know, but it wasn't on my plate. So
that's funny.
yeah,
You're supposed to be baby
I
Jesus.
Interrupted you.
Baby Jesus. Yeah, you're supposed to be
that's
finding
true.
baby Jesus. That's
right.
That's what
But
it's all
anyway,
about.
he was like, it was it was like seemed like a drug deal. He's like, I got you, because I was talking about how there was no. He's from New Orleans. I was talking about how there's no. We were like commiserating. There's no boudin. There's no gumbo. There's no anything. He's like, I got you. And then like the next day, he brought me like 2 king cakes because
Under
he
his
had
trench coat.
Yeah, because he had like a standing order. He's a pretty big guy. He had like a standing order
my
because
gosh.
there was no king cakes. So we would order enough stock to keep him well stocked through Mardi Gras.
Keep him in the freezer. You're good to go. That's funny. So why? So explain it. What is this? What do you
This
have?
podcast is Wild Herring Fillets.
Yeah.
And I didn't bring it here.
So
it's-
we do the Twitch streams on Fridays, and if you fail certain challenges on the Twitch stream, you have to eat a gross food, and that's one of the gross foods that we have on, supply for whenever people fail challenges.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Jacob had to eat something duck liver. I can't remember, and it was gross. The one Friday he played, and then you had to eat something gross too, I think.
Mine wasn't that bad. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
So what sort of challenges are these?
Nathan had to drink some malt vinegar. It was great. It was really funny.
Was mine apple cider vinegar?
I get a can
No, I
of
don't
smoked
think so.
oysters, and I'm here.
Smoked oysters.
Yeah.
I
My
can't say
dad
that
would do
I've
the
ever
smoked
eaten
octopus.
oysters. Octopus?
He would just in a can just like this. He peel it back, and he just eat it with a fork right out of the can.
Just
Same
like
thing. Same thing with
octopus
sardines.
tentacles?
Yeah.
That's what calamari
Same
is.
thing with
Never had
same with
calamari?
sardines.
Calamari is squid.
I mean, it's
completely
tentacles.
different.
It's the same thing.
And I'm not a big fan of
like
calamari
cooked rubber.
because calamari, is tough. Like,
I
very
like
chewy,
I like
yeah.
fried
It can be if you
calamari.
Get it soft.
Yeah, because you can dip it in ranch and then everything's great.
Anything fried is
though.
usually
Anything
better.
in the whole world, if you dip it in ranch, you can make it edible.
Strychnine.
I don't know about that.
Edible if it's in ranch.
Well, it's edible anyway. It's just it's not gonna be a good day for you.
Yeah. We've talked about food.
That is a lot of food.
You can take me to Jack in the Box.
Get him a cup of tacos.
We should have filmed
You are
Bill's first
missing
trip
out.
to Jack.
Get him a cup of tacos.
Which, by the way, if we just want to look around the table and see which lifestyle choice is probably the best, it's going to be Bill's.
Yes, probably. I would agree to that statement.
What are you insinuating, Kevin?
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
I'm including myself.
Goodness gracious. I have another card from the sample of cards from the
Is
thing I bought.
it food oriented?
It's not food oriented. Let's try to get away from food. Bill, this is your first time on the podcast, and we've just talked about food the entire time. So I don't know if that's good for you or bad for you. Here we go. You ready? This is a new one. What is the dumbest injury you've ever had?
You say that like Kevin does at renewal when he's doing the text in, right? He's like, "What is?"
I'm trying
That's
to
it. Answer the question before I
I'm
finish.
trying to disrupt their Google rhythm.
And he's wondering why he's getting all these texts coming in. Right? Hi, Kevin. You know.
They get bored.
Yeah. My favorite is whenever you do it like you say, what was the most popular song? That's it. Like
I did that on purpose
always
this past
throws me
time.
off.
It was what is the Astros record?
Oh,
I don't know.
That's it. What's
I
their,
almost
what's
got
their
the Monkeys song.
Okay.
That one you did.
That one apparently Google was giving
I said last train to Clarksville.
contradictory results.
okay. Yeah, Google was giving contradictory results to that one. I
Well,
usually
I
just
don't need Google.
Oh,
Yeah, he was doing it just off
Like
the old
I
noggin.
predate the Monkeys.
there's some of them that I've been able to answer without Google.
Yeah, I try
That
to
I
put
know,
a few of
and
those
I'm
in
upset because I'm always behind the camera, and so I can't answer them.
there. You can answer them.
No, I can't.
Why
Because
not?
then who's going to operate the camera?
Well, you're just pointing the camera.
Yeah.
Really. You just leave it
Oh
there.
my,
walk away.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of things a monkey could
Oh
do.
my gosh.
Just-
What was? I was watching something the other day. Oh, we were.
What?
I was watching the video that we did of you playing Minecraft.
Me playing Minecraft.
Whenever it ends.
Playing Minecraft.
Yeah, Kevin played Minecraft on the stream.
Oh yeah.
And at the
I did-
end,
I did
you like read
super
the
well.
credits, and they were like the most ridiculous, like.
Oh yeah, it was like all this
Stupid,
new age
dumb-
garbage.
yeah.
Like the universe loves.
And by the end of it, you said, talk about like if you put 1,000 monkeys in a room with 1,000 typewriters. That's what they wrote. Like
Oh yeah.
I can't remember how you did the joke, but it was
Or
funny.
the joke is, or the premise is, if you put
Yes.
1,000 monkeys in a room with 1,000 typewriters, eventually they'll, like statistically, they'll write Shakespeare or whatever.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
which I've never
How is
understood.
that's
like
not
this.
possible?
Yeah, you're right. It's a dumb thing to say. People say it all the time.
Yeah. Dumbest injury you've ever had?
Dumbest entry I've
That
ever
was the
had?
question, and then you
Trying to
all
think.
diverted it. We've already kind of done this on an episode. We did this with Allie and Colin and Jacob, and they all talked about their injuries. Speaking of injuries, have you seen the MMA guy that broke his leg?
Oh yeah.
That was gross.
Can we talk about that?
It was horrible.
Okay.
We don't have
I
time
didn't.
for
I
that.
didn't see that.
Wow.
Why? How did he break his leg?
He literally like
was-
like the guy just like checked him, like he just put his leg out to like block him whenever he kicked, and the guy accidentally kicked his leg,
No.
and it like
One
wrapped
of
around
them-
it like a
yeah.
weed eater wraps around a fence.
One of them had their calcium pill, and the other one did not.
Yeah.
Apparently, that sounds painful.
The only like Tanner said he must have had a previous
previous
yeah.
fracture.
That's the only way to make sense of like how easily
Yeah.
his whole femur cracked into a billion pieces
Who
on
was
that guy's leg. I don't remember.
Okay.
Ahmed. Ahmed.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Well, I'll look up the video. and show it to you
our-
in a minute.
my street growing up, our driveways were flat, but then the road was like this big hump that when you got out onto the driveway, it was like you were getting on a ramp. Like if you ran into it fast enough, you could like get air. If you rode your bike down the straight part enough. When we got older, we would like put a log there and put like a a piece of plywood and make it even higher, and you're just landing on concrete.
Oh my god!
But this was before that. This
like
before,
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. So this injury was before that, and after that we did the thing with the log. So that's how dumb we were. So I got injured before we even made it more dangerous.
This is before helmets, right? Like they didn't even have helmets back then, right?
But we were riding it, and then I was doing this like Evel Knievel Daredevil was gonna like do a wheelie or jump off of it, whatever.
Because you were super cool.
Because it was super cool. Yeah. And I looked down the end of the street, and wherever you look, normally that's where you like
kind of drift,
kind of turn subconsciously. And so my wheel went not straight, but like sideways, and I'm standing. Can you see what we're about to say? Okay. And so it goes sideways directly into me. Very precarious place.
I see.
I'm wearing the
handles of the
I'm
bike.
wearing the loose jean shorts that are popular at the time.
They're called jorts.
It happened so forcefully. It broke through my pants.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Stop right there.
So I was like almost hurling. My kidneys were hurting so bad because I got hit there. I stand up, and my handlebars are hanging from my pants. They're like, I try to stand up and like go find an adult, and the first one that sees me sees the handlebars in my pants and the and the bike like being dragged behind me, and she just starts laughing.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
What a traumatic experience.
Yeah. Everything ended up okay, but it was bad.
Yeah.
It hurt very.
That sounds horrible.
It's memorable.
Yeah, I can't.
You never been injured in a really dumb way?
Not seriously? I mean, I hit myself in the foot with an axe the other day. Does that count?
Why not?
I mean,
Why would you?
To be fair, mine was about 25 years ago.
This was like 3 weeks ago. I was chopping down a tree and it deflected and hit my foot. I mean, I was doing everything I was supposed to. I had on my boots, gloves, eye protection, properly standing, and it just twisted and went the wrong direction, and it just hit the wood just right, and
you had like
deflected and hit my boot and hit my foot.
But it didn't.
And it was bleeding.
Oh,
terribly. When I took my foot out, and it was like
went
soaked in blood. Yeah. I've got a little black dot on the top of my foot now.
Ow.
That
sounds awful.
I knew about this, but I just thought about.
This was the chainsaw training?
No.
This was nothing to do with chainsaw training.
This was the day we went to do
before.
This is the day we went and did axe throwing with the young adults.
Oh yeah.
Axe throwing.
It was the day. It was the morning of, and that night we went to. I was like, no, I did not do this at the place.
That would have been a genius.
Oh my gosh!
You should have just taken your shoe off and be like, "I'm suing you guys."
I signed a waiver. I couldn't do that.
Oh my god.
But it made me think of. From real see if this is true, if other people have heard this, but didn't Clyde Barrow of Bonnie and Clyde, wasn't he like on a chain gang and he chopped off one of his toes so he wouldn't have to do work?
I can't speak to that.
I think that's
because
that might be
how long would that keep you out of work?
Like for a while. Like it was
I thought he died in the shootout.
He did die in the shootout, but he was in jail before that.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is before he got released, and he like to get out of work detail. He chopped his own toes off.
That's
dedication.
He
chopped two of his toes
dedication.
off.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think.
How much do you not like? Either
he seems
one.
pretty
How
impulsive.
lazy are you?
Yeah.
Two. How hard are you being worked to where you have to like chop off your own toe to get a break?
Right.
That's crazy.
I think of that movie Holes, where they have to just go and dig the holes in the desert. That's what I think about.
I remember nothing in that movie except for the scary lizard.
And they painted those with the little spots on their back to make them look like that.
I remember nothing but that song. because I never actually. I don't
don't
think I ever
remember
actually
that.
saw the movie.
I remember.
It's actually a fairly good
Digging them
movie.
I remember Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf is a
He's
kid.
in it.
As
Shia
a kid,
LaBeouf.
before he went nuts. It was actually, I thought it was a fairly decent movie. It was a pretty good movie.
Have you ever seen the Shia LaBeouf song? The video? The one
one
where
where he's just, like,
you're
saying,
running in the
"Do
woods. No, where you're running in the woods. He's chasing you. He's getting closer. You turn
Shia
and you
LaBeouf
see
is
him
chasing
there.
me?
It's Shia LaBeouf. Yeah.
Is it Shia LaBeouf singing it?
It's like this operatic song. Like they have this full choir orchestra. Like the orchestra's playing and the choir is singing, and then like interpretive dancers come on with Shia LaBeouf heads and they all dance and everything.
That's
and
weird.
then by the end of the video, they pan over and Shia LaBeouf is the only person in the audience. And he
Oh, is that
claps.
where the GIF is from? Where he's clapping?
yes, that is
Yeah.
where it's from.
So
Yeah.
I've only seen that, but
And it's pronounced GIF. But yeah, it's a crazy video. You should look that one up, too. No, that's peanut butter.
Choosy Moms.
What?
Choosy Moms choose GIF. That's what. It's the.
Is that really their
Didn't
slogan?
know that.
Yeah, that's from the commercial.
Come on.
Jif has a slogan.
He goes to fast food restaurants.
No.
I
This
make
is
my own
because-
peanut butter sandwich. He doesn't watch cable and he goes to fast food.
No.
He hasn't
This
seen the
is-
commercial.
Yeah, because we don't watch commercials.
And also, that's an old commercial. That's probably not what they would
really
say
old.
nowadays.
Right.
Choose your mom's choose gift. That
Jif.
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 That doesn't.
This
sound-
one's definitely GIF.
That's
doesn't
J-I-F.
sound
Sure.
With a
something
J.
that would go over today.
Yeah, so it wouldn't go over today.
Yeah. The dumbest way I injured myself. To get back to the topic, Kevin.
Sorry.
I don't even remember if
You're not gonna
distracted us. Was very similar to yours, Elliot.
You hit yourself with an axe?
Fantastic. I was
Fantastic.
out in the middle of the woods. So I have two different ways that I injured myself. One can
Is this
be-
like a Cry of the Wild scenario? Like
Yes.
you plane crash and that's
One-
not Cry of the Wild. What movie is that?
That's Hatchet.
Hatchet. Great movie.
And you mean Call
Good
of the
book.
Wild.
Call of the Wild.
Jack London.
Yes.
Or Harrison Ford.
Well, it's based off the book by Jack London.
He's in the movie. The new
Harrison
one.
Ford is in the
Oh,
movie.
that new awful dog movie?
Yeah, but read the book.
That
book's
CGI
better.
dog was nasty.
Yeah, just read the book.
Okay. Anyways, my point being, I have two dumb injuries. One, the dumbness can be attributed to another person. So I'm going to do the one that the dumbness can be attributed to me. Because I was in the middle of the woods.
Always someone else.
I was a camp counselor, and I had one kid in my cabin this week. And so I had no idea.
That's
how
against
to
CPT
keep
rules.
This. Yeah, it was great. I was also, I think, 16.
Also against CBT rules.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't go into details about how young I was whenever I started being a camp counselor. My point is, I had this one kid in my cabin, and this kid had been at camp for 3 weeks. This kid was 5 years old.
For 3 weeks?
3 whole
How long
weeks.
is camp?
4 weeks.
Gosh. It's a month-long
But
camp?
no, but it's like you come for a week, and then new kids come the next week.
So
But if
his
you wanna
parents
come
paid for him to go for 3 straight weeks?
for 3 straight weeks, and this was his 3rd week.
Did his parents not like him?
I don't know. This was his first week of camp, and he was a trooper. He was a great kid. He stayed the whole time, but by that 3rd week, he was exhausted. He was so
would bet.
tired. And because he was my only kid in my cabin, I had a difficult time like keeping him entertained and like doing stuff. So he desperately wanted to go out and trailblaze. He wanted to go
Where are you staying in the cabin? It's camp.
make a trail. We're not staying in the cabin. What? I mean, my
So you had to,
cabin,
like,
like,
entertain.
as in my group of kids.
Okay.
But he desperately wanted to go trailblaze.
Group of one.
Yeah, he wanted to go make a trail. So we took the axe and we took the loppers and we went out and we were going to go make a trail.
So like literally trailblazing.
Yes, because the older kids had been doing it like the whole week, and so he really wanted to do it. So we start going on this trail, and I'm the person trailblazing because I'm here with a 5-year-old. And he's telling me like which trees to chop down with this axe. And these are small trees, like little tiny ones.
Sure.
But then there was this one like larger log in the way of where we were making the trail. So I was just going to chop it in half and then move it over.
Okay.
And so I went to go chop it, and I missed. And I put it in my shin.
In your shin?
Like
How
like
did you
2 inches deep.
Ooh.
It was deep. Like it was so deep that it stuck in my shin.
like in the
and-
bone?
No, it was stuck in my leg. I don't know if it went all the way down to the bone, but it didn't like just pop out of my leg whenever I hit it. I hit my shin, and it was just in there. And I was like, I have to get back. And I pulled it out. My immediate thought was, I'm not supposed to pull this out. And then I was like, I have to get back, so I have to pull it out. So I pulled it out, and I was like, Lawson, we got to go. And so I just turned around and started walking so that he would be behind me so that he couldn't see that my leg was bleeding profusely.
That he's walking through now.
But we are literally like 3 miles away from like the main campsite.
Did you not like stop and wrap your leg or tie it off or nothing?
No, because I didn't want him to see that I was injured. And we could have
been great first aid lesson.
So you're gonna bleed out in front of him.
Don't do as he
have
does.
to watch me die now.
So
Save yourself. I hope you're happy, Trailblazer.
It wasn't 3 miles. It was probably a mile. Okay. And so, but this is a 5-year-old who's been here for 3 weeks, and we just walked all the way out to this trail, and it's like the end of the day, and so he's tired, and he's like, Mr. Blaine, can you carry me? Put me on your shoulders. Because I'd been doing that all week. And so I was like, sure, Lawson, I'll do that. So literally I'm like bleeding out of my leg. I've got this 5-year-old on my shoulders, and I walk a mile all the way back to the campsite. And then I put him down, and I almost passed out. And they took me to the emergency room.
You passed out with him on your shoulders.
15 stitches. It was all great. It was very safe.
They named that pathway Via Dolorosa.
Yes.
Yeah. It was fun. I was pretty dumb whenever I did it. So that's my dumbest injury.
Okay.
I have another one.
Yeah, I've never done anything.
I have another one too.
like that.
Yeah. It was deep.
We haven't heard from Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Well, I can do one. I mean, I've done lots of dumb things and had dumb injuries. But I went to Barbados on a mission trip. We were building a church.
Barbados.
Barbados. I had to suffer for Jesus.
Yeah.
And so there was this concrete mixer, and it had a motor, but I don't know if you've seen like old time movies where they used to crank a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they literally had a crank, and so this machine had a crank to it, and they couldn't get it going. And I was like, I can get that going.
I got you.
So I grabbed this crank, and it weighs like 30 pounds, right? And I stick the thing in there, and I stupidly stuck my face over the area that I'm cranking this thing, and I really start working this thing, right? Because I crowed that I could get this thing going.
Wow.
Well, the thing slipped off, and it flung up, and I whacked myself in the eye.
Oh, my gosh.
And I opened my eye, all I could see was red. Like it was bleeding, so I didn't know whether I put my eye out or what. But so you're on Barbados, you know, the medical facilities aren't what you would be used to.
Yeah.
But I needed some stitches and got back to the church, you know, with the half of my face blackened.
Yeah.
And just had that story to tell.
Wow. That stinks. But you didn't lose your eye.
I didn't. No, I still have it. See?
Yeah.
You never know. Sometimes those glass eyes are convincing.
They're really
Hey, were you saying that for the podcast audience, or can you not see Bill's eyes?
I'm saying sometimes those glass eyes are really convincing.
I've seen some that aren't very convincing.
Oh, goodness.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we probably have to be done. Okay. This has been a while now. I enjoyed talking about food with all of you.
Not our injuries.
I feel challenged, like, to go visit these places now. I'm gonna make it a mission.
Don't get
your way is better. You're already doing it.
Don't get your hopes up, Bill.
To your way.
I'm going to go around French fry
keep this from happening.
You show up at home, and David's like, "What are you doing?" I got to try all these French fries. It's like 6 different kinds of French
Called
fries.
a mukbang, Bill, and we should do it one time.
What?
A mukbang.
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the videos
It's
of
where
people
you
just eating
go
a bunch
around
of
and you
food.
sample different foods. Yeah, it's great.
I
should
don't
do a mukbang
understand
one
that.
time.
I understand doing it. I don't understand like the people that are watching other people do it. Like I remember the first time I had a kid. This was a long time ago. Not a long time ago. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago. But first time I had a kid in my youth group that was like just obsessed with watching YouTube videos of other people eat things. Like why? What?
I don't know. You experience it vicariously through them.
I barely want to watch myself eat.
We've done
want to watch somebody else.
Well, they don't eat like you eat. They eat, like they're on camera.
What do you mean?
Like they eat, they don't eat like a person who's starving and gorging themselves.
Is that how Kevin
Is that
eats?
you're talking about me?
Unless they have potato salad.
No, I'm talking about
dumplings.
I'm talking about the general you. I'm talking about you as the person who is watching them. They eat knowing that they're
Just
on
quit
camera.
right there.
What? So what are you trying to say, Blaine? About me and
He's
them?
not trying to say
That-
that. He's trying to wrap up the show.
That whenever I eat
Yes.
by myself,
Okay.
it's not pretty because I know that people aren't watching me.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
do
I
you
feel like
eat
they're
like
doing.
a dog when you're by yourself? I mean, like,
I'm
I
curious.
I
I don't
eat
wanna
at
watch
home
them.
by myself all the
I'm
time.
pretty sure,
and
like-
I'm pretty sure I'm.
Yeah, even
I
when
eat
I'm
like a
by
normal
myself,
person.
I'm just not.
saying.
Is that like a baby with like the stuff all over their tray, like those spaghetti pictures? That's
I'm
not.
just
It's like
saying.
oozing out.
There's no one around, so
I'm
why
like,
be a
you
human?
walked into this trap
I'm
yourself.
like, you hunch more than you usually do. And
Only
maybe
because I'm
you
eating
take
at my
bites
coffee
faster.
table. I mean,
Okay.
Okay,
Told you, quit right
so
there.
but they, I feel like
getting worse
I'm
for
so intrigued about what you said because. I feel like on these videos they are eating that way. So
No.
for you to look at them and be like, now they're eating like a
He
human
watches
being.
a lot
Yeah.
of
Not like how we all eat, at home when we just smash food on the wall and lick it off. Like, no, Blaine, that's not the common experience.
They take like a couple of bites out of each thing. They're not.
I feel like they're being disgusted, and you're like, yeah, they're eating like they're in a fancy
what
restaurant.
kind of mukbangs are you watching?
So my concept of mukbang is they just have a bunch of food and they're just eating it, right? They're just trying to eat
It's
as
like
much food as
you're
possible.
Like sampling the food,
Yeah, but they're eating all of it.
and the point is like to describe like your experience as you go.
That's not the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about like
Like
this
watching
kid
people
was watching
gorge
video,
themselves?
try to eat as much as he possibly could.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy. Who
Okay.
would want to watch that?
Right. Okay.
I mean, I would want to watch that out of morbid curiosity, but not like to like experience that vicariously.
Okay.
Yeah. No, like a mukbang is like you go around and you sample all the stuff and you'd be like, oh, this one has an oaky afterbirth and all the time.
an oaky afterbirth? Afterbirth?
TMI.
Is that the word you really want to use?
He's quoting The Office. He's quoting The Office.
Thank you, Kevin.
Michael is trying to say aftertaste. He says afterbirth. And no one corrects him.
My favorite is Elliot and Bill.
This is getting
For a moment, were seriously concerned.
They were like,
I've never seen The Office.
I have, but I don't remember it that
You
well.
have two problems to rectify now. Gosh, watch The Office, Bill. It's one of the greatest shows ever made. You need to watch it. And you need to try Jack in the Box's french fries because they're great. Okay, we have to be done.
we just need to cook more. Bill doesn't need to eat more french fries. We need to cook more actual food.
Sure. This is the end. Right?
The podcast is now over.
Unless you have more.
The past
No.
10 minutes is edited.
Yeah, unless you have more of your eating habits to confess. It's not like we eat. We just shove our face in the food. Right, guys? Right?
Right? That's what we all do that. It's a thing.
No, this is the end. Goodbye.